Hey!
All right.
Hello.
We're on. Hi, everyone.
We're here.
Coming to you on day 4 of 28-day Pilates challenge.
Uh-huh.
Today is, thank freaking goodness, a rest day. I am so sore.
I would like to clarify, she is doing this.
Yes,
I am
just
not.
Me. It's just me. Which is why I'm going to ask you to get up and move the mouse whenever it...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll give you my password when we need it.
No, I don't mind. That'd be fine.
We are here. Last episode.
Woo!
Last episode for a while. We're ready. We're ready for a break.
It's summer.
Yeah. It's summer.
It's really more spring. But honestly, with how hot it's been, it's summer.
It's summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 93 degrees last weekend.
I know.
It is currently
wild.
50, hence the flannel. But
it's fine.
Yeah. Missouri weather is a little bipolar. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. It just is.
It is.
It's very...
It changes its mind.
Frequently, yeah.
And
it's very
not its
extreme.
mind. It changes its mood.
And it's very extreme in both directions.
Yeah.
So, anyhow.
Yeah. That is Jeannie. She's also not a fan of this.
She's supposed to be taking a nap.
I have locked her away. She needs a nap. I'll probably let her out at some point. It's fine.
Do you want to do that now? We don't have to. But
no.
Okay.
We have coffee. I'll let her out after the coffee.
That's fair.
So yeah.
Woo.
You were gonna tell a story.
Oh, yes. Well, one, I wanted to show off my Kindle because I'm excited about it. So I got this, like, Instagram advertised this at me. So it's like a case and it's magnetic. So I can pop lock it wherever I want, which is exciting. But so we did finish this and I immediately started Burning Queen.
Yeah, same.
I took a break from it because what I realized is, I know we've talked about this, but how I read for the podcast versus how I just read a book, which has kind of ruined me because I have a hard time sometimes just reading a book and not for podcast purposes. And since I immediately went into this, I was like, okay, well, yeah, I gotta write that down. I gotta remember that. And I was like, you actually don't.
You actually don't.
You can just enjoy the book, especially because the next book is immediately intense.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know we're not, like, we'll get into why. Immediately, just a lot. And it doesn't slow down. And I was like, I need a break.
Yes, I think I got to chapter 6 or 7.
Whenever
I told you what chapter I was on, I stopped after that, and I haven't picked it back up yet. Because, yeah, it's immediately incredibly intense.
No, I don't remember what I got to. It's not on my Kindle. But anywho, I think I got to also, like, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, actually,
yeah,
I need a moment.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah. Excited to read books like a normal person again, which I am actually reading. So I was telling her this. She's not as much in her wheelhouse, but I started the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, which I've heard the audiobooks are really fun. Actually, I am physically reading it. I've heard the voice actors are really fun for it, and I'm like 60% of the way through it. Really like it. Highly recommend so far. Cool. I've heard good things about them. There's like 7 or 8 books, and they're still going, so there's quite a few. But yeah, anyhow, that's what I took a break and decided to do. Switch genres completely.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was explaining this to... I hung out with Jacob and Leanne last night.
Oh, fun.
And I was explaining to them that I'm currently reading 5 books.
Oh, yeah, I have quite a few.
Why?
Yeah.
Don't know. One of them is our book club book.
Which I'm also technically reading.
One of them is... The Burning Queen.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is it's the second trilogy in the World of the Broken Kingdoms saga.
Okay.
It's called like a Night of Masks and something. I don't know. It's really good. I've read the series before, so it's a comfort one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had also counted The Phoenix King.
Well, yeah.
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 And then I'm reading Priest.
Oh, did you start it?
I only got 1 page in.
No, I can see why.
But, like, no, I do want to, though. Like, I'm really... Oh, sorry, I didn't count the podcast book. I counted 5 Little Pigs, which is the podcast book.
Oh, I haven't started that one yet.
I have started, and it's really good. And then, Priest. And, like, I was, like... And then I was trying... I was explaining to them what each book was about.
Yeah, they're all different.
They're all really different. And then I was, like, Priest. And then I was, like, because it's about a priest, but it's spicy.
It is. It is... good, but personally confusing from a religious
That's
standpoint,
fair.
to be
That's fair.
honest.
I don't have any of that. But the look on Jacob and Leanne's faces both was so funny.
I can imagine.
It was so funny. And I was like, I wasn't reading anything. I'm not reading anything spicy. We haven't for the book club for a while.
Yeah. I'm
interestingly
very
enough.
surprised, to be honest. I think much to Jasmine's chagrin.
Yes, I think so,
to be honest.
And so I was like, might as well throw some spice in. But they were like, why and how are you reading 5 books? And I was like, I don't know.
I'm trying to think, what do I have happening? So I have Burning Queen. And then I have the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. I finished Priest. The Will of the Many I have been reading for like 2 years. So technically that one. What else do I have open? Oh, our book club book. I think I only have 4, which isn't too bad, actually.
Nice.
Because I think I finished. I thought I was gonna DNF. I like mafia romances. I love them. I think they're interesting. They're not good. That's not the point of them.
Yeah.
And it was like a 3 series. The first book was like okay. The second book was pretty good, and then I got to the third book, and I was like, I think I need to. But I was like, it's the last book. So I did finally finish it. But
that was honestly like one of the main reasons I got through the Zodiac Academy.
Yeah.
Because I think by book, I don't remember how many books there are. I think it was like book 5 that I was like, well, I've read 5 of them, so I have to keep going.
I think I only got like halfway through 3.
Yeah.
And was like
I got to 5, and I was like, I am so far, I have to finish it. But then like the last 2 books were actually really good.
And that's what I've heard. I do think if I read them, the voice actors, not their fault, were a lot for those books.
They were
I couldn't get through it. I was like,
that's so funny.
I was like, I think it's accurate to the characters.
Geraldine's voice actor, my goodness.
I appreciate their commitment. It is not the one that I liked.
Yeah.
So
that is totally fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like, you know how like Mrs. Lady Whistledown decided to give the Ton a break from her at the end of the season. That's us.
We're giving you a break from listening to our voices.
Oh, I was going to say we're Lady Whistledown giving ourselves a break.
Oh, yeah, no,
Also
actually
that,
accurate, yeah.
Yeah, we're the Ton and Lady Whistledown at the same time.
Yes.
We're giving ourselves a break.
Yes.
It'll be great.
I'm quite excited about it,
I think we're going to come back with a lot more energy, and I have some ideas on how to make it even more wildly successful than it is.
Great, love that.
So, get ready, guys.
Woo!
Ready for chapter recap?
Sure.
I feel like it's just going to be a really short one because I'm just going to basically sum up what happens. I
mean, it's just the last, like, couple of pages that I feel like a lot happens in, to be honest.
I will still read the excerpts, though.
Okay, that's fine.
So, chapter 41, from Alina's point of view. Upon seeing the holy fire, one cannot help but kneel in reverence, for here in Sion we have been blessed with the gift of the gods. Fire is the mainstay of civilization. If it perishes, so shall we, from the ancient scrolls of the first priests of the Fire Order. So, they are going towards the tunnels. Yasin is like, I guess we're blowing up this mountain. Alina's like, if I go blow up the mountain, are these tunnels that lead here to the cabin still going to be safe? And the tunnels that lead towards the,
Black Scales.
Yeah, will that still be safe? And he's like, yeah, it's far enough away. Then, they do it.
Yeah. I have a lot of feelings and thoughts about that.
That's fair.
It's fine.
Save it for deep dive.
We can get into it.
Save it for deep dive. They do it. It's not a very spicy, like, explicit scene, but I like the romance of it.
It was not quite a Fade to Black, but close.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like, there was some description, but I would put it more in the, like, Fade to Black category.
Me too. It was tastefully done.
Yes.
And then Yasin is asleep, and Alina sneaks away and blows up the mountain.
Not very well.
Not very well.
Very unsuccessfully, actually.
Also, the way it's described, which, like, I think this whole book is, like, very epic, very cool.
Yeah.
But she has to dance to create the fire.
Yeah, no, it's really funny.
So she's, like, hiding out by the mountain and, like, dancing to get her fire going.
What I decided is it's just, like, I watch some, like, Asian, like, historical drama things.
Yeah.
It's that, like, dramatic scene where they're, like, the petals are floating around her. Like, that super cut scene.
100%.
That's what I'm picturing.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep. And then she blows up the rigs. She blows up the mountain. It's not great. Chapter 42, Yasin.
Yasin.
To be forgiven, one must be burned. A Ravani proverb, which is why I have the theory that I have.
Oh.
Because of that.
That's fair.
Yasin awakes, smells smoke, sees that Alina's Brenny is gone, and is like, oh, she blew up the mountain.
He's like, why?
Yeah. I kind of bleeped myself out there, so whoever's editing it, you may leave that in. I don't care. And he hears, like, hoofbeats, and he sees Alina. Alina's like, it's all right. I'm fine. She was alive. It was great. The Arohasan are coming. And so this is a really, I'm just sprinting through this.
Yeah.
They are coming, and he's like, we gotta go. We need to go to the Black Scales. We need to find it.
Yeah.
We need to find them. And so they're running through the tunnels. Essentially, they get to a point where they both can't make it out. He's like, you have to go.
Yeah.
I will hold them off. You need to go.
Yeah.
And she very, very conflicted about it, but she ends up being like, I have my kingdom to think about. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And then it is unclear whether or not Yasin fades into the light.
He does get blown off the side of a mountain.
He does.
Yeah, and I think he was shot
And
a
he was
few
shot.
times.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
and he was shot.
Likely dead, not 100%, because we don't really
Yes.
know.
We don't know. We do get Leah. I'll save it for the deep dive.
Yeah.
Basically, it is unclear and not confirmed, but he basically is like, finally, for once in my life, I can sleep untroubled. And then he fades into the light. He sees a light, and he fades into the light.
Yeah.
Brings us to chapter 43.
Woo!
Alina.
Elena.
Though I have the memory of you, I see you from before in a land where roads are rivers and the sun is aglow, and we will wade to that wilderness that claimed us forever ago. From Sayoni Folklore Ballad. I think this is basically, she's just running. She is like worrying about Yasin. She makes it to the tunnel that Yasin has showed her. She's looking desperately for like the little knot. She finds it, and she makes her way to the Black Scales, and they're like, and she's like banging on the door. It's this like big door, and she's like,
Yeah.
let me in.
Help!
I'm the queen of Ravens. And it opens, and like a Black Scale comes out, and he's like, we've been waiting for you.
Well, it didn't open until she said her name.
Yes.
Which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Like, she kept trying to say her title, which I thought was hilarious. And they're like, and?
Yeah.
And
And then
her
she
name.
said her name, and then
And they
it
were like,
opens.
got it.
We've been waiting for you.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Woo!
Which brings us to the epilogue.
I read this 4 times.
Coronation Day.
I listened to it 4 times because I was like, wait.
Samson is the prophet.
Yeah.
Do you want to take this one? You want to sum it up?
Oh, I can actually. To be
Since
honest
you
with
read it 4 times and
You know,
I did not.
I still didn't understand what happened completely, but I can. So there's not really like a opener, I guess. Basically,
Yeah.
it just kind of jumps right into Samson, which feels very Samson.
It is very Samson.
Yeah, basically the eternal fire. I still haven't quite figured out if he controlled the fire to burn the mountain, or if it just kind of got out of control on its own because it killed Leo, and he was just like, "Don't burn me." I couldn't quite tell, to be honest.
I think it's a little bit of both.
That was kind of the vibe I was getting, because
Yeah.
it wasn't hurting Ravani people. It didn't
Yeah.
seem like it was only going after either Janthari or Arahasan, like soldiers. He's like, I could feel it eating them, basically. So turns out he's the prophet. So when the fire like engulfed him, and they were like, "No, Samson died. He was just chilling."
He was fine.
He was just like truly. He was just like, Poof. I don't think he realized that they thought he died. I'll be honest. I don't think he like.
I don't think he was thinking about anyone other than himself.
Not
honestly.
in this. I mean, it is a raging inferno.
It
Super
is.
fair.
No, it is fair.
And he's just talking to the fire.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely just talking to it. And then he walks up to Siona, actually. She's, like, burned. A lot's happening. And somehow, through the power of fire, or he calls it his Agni. Don't know the
Yeah. Agni means fire.
full. Oh, cool. That makes more sense. Didn't
Yeah.
know that. Through his fire, he healed her burn. But when he does it, it is not a phoenix. It's a serpent. Which makes sense. We talked about this. So
She's gonna open that door.
She is. So he basically has the power of the serpent, not of the phoenix, and he's like, he basically burns the phoenix statue and says, "We don't worship false idols."
Yeah.
Basically, and goes, "I have my power through the power of the serpent." And that's what we'll do now.
Yep. He does also have a moment where he's like, poor... I don't like the way he talks about Yasin. It makes me upset. But he's like, oh, poor Yasin. Even when I dangled freedom in front of him, he still couldn't help. But, you know.
Oh, I thought it was a really astute observation.
But, yeah, no, I know. I still don't like it.
Oh, okay.
Because it's his own fault.
Samson's fault?
Yeah, he left him there.
Yeah. No, I mean, he understood that. He was like, I get why not, but, like,
yeah.
I tried to give him...
Too late.
The opportunity.
But he didn't, because he was willing to betray him.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no, Samson sucks. Anyways, I have a lot of feelings about Samson.
She does. We have different feelings about this, but yes.
Yeah. I don't like him. But, yeah, anyways, yeah. I mean, and that's how it ends. Mm-hmm. He's like, surprise! It's me!
It's me. Hi. Yeah, basically. And she's just like, what?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
At the end, yeah, he shows back up and he's like, I'm picturing, you know, like she's looking up out of the tunnel and he's like, has his hand down. He's like, come on. She's like, what?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what happens, but it's what I'm picturing. She's like, you're not dead.
So, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, no, that's the end. That's all we get. So... yeah, no, that's it.
That's it.
Woo!
All right, section superlatives.
Woo! Yeah.
Drama queen has got to be Samson.
Oh, I was gonna say Alina. 100%. I put her in a similar category of, I think her and Yasin were trying to do the right things, like Yasin with his assassin thing and her with her fire thing, but it was so kind of weird, wildly unsuccessful because she did no planning and just decided to do it. I did
forget about the dancing. Yep, I forgot about the dancing.
That's who I'm putting in the dramatic category.
That's fair. I am putting Samson in the dramatic category.
I mean, he is, but he is a drama queen.
He's the drama. It's all about the drama with that one.
He is very, I will also state some of this is bleeding into the next book.
It is.
But,
yeah.
Yes.
Now, yeah. Which I waited 2 years to get to, so I'm glad that I'm finally there.
No, it's good. It is really well written, and it's well done. It just, you kind of descend into the madness with them, and it's a little too much for me personally right now.
It feels like...
You're supposed to.
It feels like reading... It feels like reading Onyx Storm a little bit.
It does.
In a different, not in the same way, obviously, but like in the way where you're seeing Xaden spiral so bad, and you're seeing Violet also spiral in reaction, and you're just like, no, stop it.
Yes,
it's too much.
I will state from this point to when she starts spreading the fire, honestly, to a little bit where I got into the next book, I'm looking at Alina like, what are you doing? To be honest with you, like I'm like, come on, I know you have it in you. I've seen you do it.
They're all of the entire cast of the Burning Queen so far.
Yeah.
Is like, what are you doing?
It is an enemies to lovers, so that is the point, and she really committed to the enemies part.
She did. She has.
So.
Which, like, all of her Instagram stories are, like, true enemies to lovers.
It is.
And it's like, you're right. They actually, like, Alina hates him.
I also think he kind of hates her in a weird way.
He does. Well, because she also has fire.
Yeah.
Don't want to get too into it.
Anyhow. Read it. But
yeah, you should read it.
I still think Alina is the drama queen just because this is also, again, just a me thing. Mm-hmm. I don't like, I am not a spur of the moment girly.
I am.
I love a plan. And honestly, the fact of being like, I'm going to burn down a mountain that I don't understand and don't know how to leave. That's what got me.
Don't know how to leave,
doesn't know how it works.
Be damned.
Yeah, like a lot of the things.
Almost kills herself by mistake.
Very antithetical, I think, to who she is as a person, which I think is why it fails. I don't think she really.
Oh, I mean,
I
love commit. Spur of the moment things, but not when your plan is to blow up a mountain.
Well, when your plan is to kill people, I feel like maybe spur of the moment is a good idea.
You should probably meticulously plan that out.
I honestly don't think she. Well, we can get into that later. Actually, that might be good to make my corner, but I'll come back to that. But yeah, she is my drama queen.
That is fair.
Samson is too.
Samson is.
But Samson is more of a drama queen than like he's just like, hello.
He's like a showman.
He is a showman, but I think, he's been playing a part his whole life.
He has
So it makes sense.
He's like, it's me.
He's like, hi.
I have arrived.
I'm trying to think of who I picture him as like a character.
Dr. Facilier in The Princess and the Frog?
Oh, like the voodoo
Yeah.
priestess? I was kind of thinking that too, but, like,
Yeah.
there's an evilness to him.
Not
but,
that evil.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like a...
But, like, the dramatic aspect of it.
I mean, he's very Damon.
He is very Damon.
It's that, like, dramatic, like, I've been waiting for you, like, intensity. It's very Damon. It's Damon at the beginning of the series.
I would say that it's, like, a little bit Klaus.
Oh, actually, Klaus is probably a better description.
Which we know I don't like Klaus
I do
either.
like Klaus.
So
he's not my favorite, but I do like Klaus.
No, I think that it's like
Klaus is very
he's got that Klaus energy, especially like not Klaus when we first meet him. Klaus after he breaks the curse and becomes the full hybrid.
Yes, where he's like a little unhinged.
He's a little unhinged,
but like
he's
trying
also,
to piece his life together.
Yeah, like he's a lot more humanized at that point, he is also unhinged.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Okay, craziest thing to happen.
Samson.
Yeah.
Like I knew it was coming.
Did I fool you and put you off his track at all?
No.
Okay.
Well, honestly, you probably would have. Well, one, you did tell me he was in the epilogue, so no. But two,
I did.
I've just seen a lot of Aparna's
Yeah.
stuff, so I kind of had an idea. It's still, I was like, oh, like there was still a lot to it that I didn't know, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't as maybe shocked if I wouldn't have had any idea getting there. If I didn't know, I would have been like, what? Like, I think the most shock in this book I've been is when Verma died.
Yeah,
but
that was quite shocking.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like the first time I read this book, I wasn't, like, shocked that it was him, but I was a little disappointed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I was just happy I was right.
That's fair.
I was like, he definitely faked that.
No, you were.
I could tell.
Yeah, you were so right.
That was actually one of the things that he mentions. He was like, I know I shouldn't have let it burn me. Like, he let the fire burn him so they wouldn't think it was him, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's a cool way to, like...
It is.
Control it, basically.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Before we go to your corner, you want to let the beast out?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
That's fine.
Get ready.
Okay, we switched places.
We're
let
back.
the dog out.
Surprise!
Surprise! Okay.
All right. Well, I guess it's time for Colleen's Corner.
Colleen's Corner. Woo!
Woo!
Okay, I don't have a whole lot of things, but I did think about this. Because, again, there was just a lot going on at the end, and I was just like, I don't really know what to focus on.
Yeah.
I do have a thought that's more leading into the next idea, so I will mention it, but I don't know enough about it to go into detail, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think it's any surprise at this point. I do very much think that Aparna is using Genthar as a parallel to British colonialism. And I think it's way more apparent in the second book than it is in this one, but especially with the light eyes, light hair color. But it is very much a, like, that's the vibe that I'm getting.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about British colonialism in India to, like, have a full discussion on it, to be honest with you. So
that's fair.
I'm not going to pretend like I do, but I do know it's a thing that happened and lasted a long time.
Very long time.
And it's very similar to the things that are happening, and I think it explains some of the rage that characters feel.
Some of the backstory
Sure.
to it? So a lot of the way that England conquered India was that they came to the individual kingdoms that now make up the states of India, and they had good trade relationships with the monarchs, and they paid them compliments, and they convinced them to sell their states away.
Got you.
And, kept them in power while essentially taking over the country.
I mean, it's a smart way to do it.
Yeah, like, they were friends with the monarchs,
Yeah.
but took the power away from the monarchs. And the monarchs, who were greedy enough to...
Take the compliment, the money. Yeah.
Yep. So they paid him off, and they took him that way.
I mean, that kind of tracks to what was in the book. And it makes sense as to why India was the way that it was.
Yeah.
I know there's a long history of, British colonialism and what it did to the country. And I do think I think the rage that is in the end of this book and kind of how it's coming through makes more sense potentially when you look at it through that lens.
Totally.
And how it is. So.
Totally. Love that.
So didn't want to go all the way into that because, again, I don't know the full history and I don't want to be the white person that's like, I know all about British colonialism in India.
No, that's...
I haven't studied it a lot. There's been other colonialistic things that I've studied more, but that's definitely not, like, I could probably talk ad nauseum about the French colonization of Haiti, but that's not what this book is about. So, but the other thing is, and I have a theory, I don't think Alina thought she was coming off the mountain. I think Alina went into it, not fully, but being like, if I die, at least I'm dying for my country. And then she wouldn't have had to deal with the rest of it.
With the consequences?
Not completely, and I don't mean in, like, a fatalistic way.
Yeah.
But in a way of, like, especially going by herself and not, like, I don't feel like it's not like her to make a plan. I don't know if maybe Verma was more of the planner, and once Verma left, that's where that hole was. But, I mean, she had an entire complex plan for the gold caps.
That's true.
That panned out. But in this situation, I don't think it was, like, intentional. Like, I'm not saying she was, like, suicidal.
Yeah.
But I know if you're someone who, again, as someone who has been tired recently, but when you're fighting against a lot of things and you feel like you're just constantly, and you finally you're like, okay, I'm done, I'm in power.
Yeah.
Like, literally the moment your crown is handed to you, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
I think she was at the end of her rope.
That's very fair.
At this point. Like, she's isolated from her kingdom. She's in Janthar.
Yeah.
I think she likes Yasin, but I think there's conflicted feelings there as well.
Definitely.
With it, of, like, betrayal and love, and it's all kind of wrapped up into one thing, and I think she's just exhausted.
Yeah.
And I think she's like, I would like for this to succeed, but if it doesn't, I don't think she would... I don't know how to explain it.
I understand. Like, where it's like, I have to do this at any cost. And if me is part of that cost, I still have to do it.
But I feel like she almost justified... I don't know. I don't think in the grand scheme of things it really actually did anything.
No, I don't think so
And so
either.
I think she, like, justified this in her head almost as a way to go out still being a queen.
Yeah.
And not... Like, I get why she thought this was going to be, like, a big thing. But I'm like, this is one mind. I think that was the thing that I struggled with the most with her, is this is one mind. Woo!
That was my phone. Everything's fine. Gotta plug this in. Hopefully my phone didn't crack.
I can look. No, you're fine. I'm like, they're pretty drop-proof.
Alright, sorry.
No, you're fine. Like, it's one mind doing one thing, and I know she doesn't have a lot of experience outside of Robin's, but she has to know how, like, she's a very educated woman. She has to know how commerce and trade and all of these things, like...
Unless Leah withheld that from her, too.
Which I guess maybe, and that would explain some of the... She just feels like she was a little bit reckless and childish, almost, in a way that we haven't seen from her previously. To the point that, like, I get that she feels powerless, and this is the one thing that she feels like she can control, and I think some of that was she can control her death. In a weird way.
Yeah.
Because she didn't... She also didn't really want to be held accountable. I'll be honest with you, because she didn't take Yasin, who would have held her to the standard that she probably should have done. She's like, no, I have to do this on my own. She's letting her father feed way too much into her own brain.
Yeah.
And I do think that women very much have a right to be independent and make their own decisions. That's not what I'm saying. But she is clearly not in a state of mind.
Yeah.
Or has the strategic mind that maybe, like, Verma had, or other people in her life were helping her do.
That we now see Yasin does have. It took him all book. But he does have it.
And he even tried telling her.
Yeah.
He tried telling her, this really won't do much.
Yeah.
This will only pretty much kill civilians and make people know where you are. That is what you're going to accomplish.
Which is exactly what happened.
Really, all it did is kill him and maybe kill a couple of civilians.
Maybe.
And then she was in the tunnels like they were going to anyway.
Yeah.
On her own.
Yeah, no.
So, I think Alina is great. I do. I don't dislike her, but I do think I struggle with reckless choices. I have a hard time.
Yeah.
I'm an overthinker.
I think, in most cases, like, I would agree that you might be overthinking it a little bit, but this is a situation where, like, the fate of so many people rests on her reckless decisions.
Yeah.
So.
I think that was the thing, especially because she was talking about it in a way of, like, well, I have to do this for my people.
Yeah.
And I was like, I understand that you think this is going to help more than it is, but I just don't think it is.
Jeannie.
So anyhow, I just don't like reckless choices, and I feel like she made one and clearly didn't think it through. I was honestly like, okay, I get it, until she's like, I don't know how to leave.
Yeah.
Then I was like, Alina.
Yeah, Alina, what?
I'm like, you have a holopod with a map?
Yeah.
You didn't mark your path?
No. And then her being like, the blast caused a landslide.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my god, and it caused a landslide.
Like, that was the point.
Yeah. Alina.
It was supposed to. Like, what do you mean, honey? So I would say, like, and again, understand she's supposed to be young and, like, new and a little reckless.
Yeah.
But it just, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
That was what I had. Mostly I was just...
Love it.
Like, honey.
Yeah.
You need a hug and, like, a stiff slap to the back of the head.
Yeah. And also maybe, like, a shot of whiskey. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably would have helped. Yeah.
All right. I like it. You ready for some deep dives?
Woo!
Diving deep. Deep into the discussion.
Let's go.
Okay. I have a theory.
Yes'm.
That, Yasin's not dead.
Okay. I can see that.
There's a few reasons why. Killing off one main character in your book is already shocking.
Yeah.
There's no way she killed off two main characters. 2 of the 3 people whose perspective we get in this book.
Yeah, that's fair.
I cannot imagine. Plus, Yasin has a relationship with fire.
He does.
So, I think that that's going to be important. And we have this theme of 3 throughout the entire book. And Leo's dead.
Yes.
Samson comes in the epilogue. So, that takes out one of the 3.
Yeah.
You can't take out the second 3. You need 3.
Can I potentially spoil this?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't want to know.
I have some thought. Only because if you... Just don't look at chapter titles.
Oh, I'm not going to.
What I'm telling you for the next book. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay, I didn't mean to. I was just curious how long it was, and then I saw that and I was like, oh.
No, I don't look at chapter titles.
Okay.
I like to read them as they come. The second reason, other than the 3, is that the little thing at the beginning of his chapter where the only way to be forgiven is to be burned.
Burned, yeah.
I don't think that his ending was final enough. If that makes sense. I think that there's something about being forgiven and being burned where he has to go through some sort of trial. And he will come out the other side of it.
Okay, I was like, he did go through a trial, but then he died at the end.
No, that he's going to come out the other side. I think that his business with the Arohasin is not finished yet.
Sorry.
I think that we're going to get more of the Arohasin. I'm only on chapter 6 of the second book, so if not in the second book, then at the end of the second book and in the third book possibly.
Yeah.
And
I do think if he comes back, I think it'll be like similar to the Samson thing where it'll be at the very end.
Yeah, at the very end. And he's gonna be Arohasin'd out, I think. But possibly Genie.
Oh, baby.
Genie.
No.
Yeah, I think that his journey with the Arohasin is not done. I think that he needs to dismantle it from the inside.
Not against it.
So, anyways, if he is dead, that's really sad. And Aparna, why would you do this to me?
I don't know. We haven't seen her bring back a character, so I don't know if it's something that she likes.
Except for Samson.
To do. That's fair. That's true.
Yeah. Like, as far as we knew, he was dead for a few chapters.
That's true. I think in my mind he was just never dead because I knew he was coming back. But you're not wrong.
Yeah. He was dead. And we also thought Sino was dead.
That's true. It's fair. No, I'm not against it.
Yeah.
So.
And plus, it's not just 2 characters that she would have killed. It would be 3 characters because Verma's gone, Leo's gone. Yasin can't also be gone.
Okay.
It's not possible.
I'm not going to burst your bubble because I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know, Colleen.
I'm not pretending like I do. That was aggressive.
I'm holding out hope.
I mean, I understand. Yeah. For his sake, in a weird way, I think it's probably...
You also should not burst my bubble with anything in the second book. Because we're only talking about...
Oh, I don't know a lot about it. I just... There's
Nope, but that's from the second book, so we don't talk
It's
about
fine.
it.
Yeah, there's a reason that I thought maybe not. But
Yes.
from his perspective, I think he would have been okay dying the way that he did.
Oh, yeah,
And would have
definitely.
gone peacefully and was happy with it. So almost for his sake, I almost hope he doesn't. Because I think he finally felt at peace with finally defending and standing up for something that he believed in.
That's fair.
And was, like, kind of okay with dying in that moment. Like, not that he wanted to, but I think he was at peace with it in that moment. So for his
That's
sake,
fair.
I kind of hope he doesn't have to come back.
I
But-
also want him to come back and just beat Samson up, but that's fine. It's
Fair.
okay.
I do think if he was there, him and Samson maybe wouldn't be as wild as he is. But Samson needs someone else that
He
isn't...
needs a Yasin to,
He
like,
needs someone to ground him a little bit,
And
yeah.
Alina is not a grounding presence.
No, that's not her style.
No.
No. He needs someone that's not as much of a yes man or as filled with rage as he is in some senses, but yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I have a theory that, and plus, like, with, obviously their circumstances of death were very different, but with Leo, it was not peaceful. It was very violent. And Yasin's death was also very violent, but he went into a light, which feels very different
It does.
than Leo's death. So, although, you know, maybe Leo went to hell and Yasin went to heaven. Who knows?
No, that would track.
Yeah.
Well, because Leo didn't atone for his sins in the
Yes,
end.
and Yasin very much did, yeah.
So I think that's a little bit different depending on how you feel about, I guess, death and religion. But
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a negative idea.
Yeah.
I
I'm
like
just
the
saying,
idea.
we also have so much about, like, the Phoenix and rebirth and stuff. There's I just think there's no way that he's actually gone. He's too important.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Next topic of discussion.
I don't know if I had a whole... I mean, Samson, but that's a different...
You want to talk about this spicy scene?
Oh, yeah. I forget that it happened. I'll be honest.
Tell me your feelings.
It's fine.
You said you had a lot of feelings about it.
About the spicy scene? I didn't think so.
About the fact that it happened?
Oh, I was just surprised
Okay.
that it happened. I just wasn't expecting it, especially because she talks about her books aren't spicy.
Yeah.
Well, which it wasn't. It was just kind of a fade to black. It was nice.
Yeah.
It felt...
No, not that. I mean, the fact that they did the deed. You said something about having a lot of feelings about the fact that she slept with him.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember this. This isn't me trying to be... I don't remember it. Was it when I texted you?
No, it was just now when we were here and I was doing the recap.
I think I was thinking of something else. Not the spicy scene. Because no, I mean, I thought it was interesting and I liked the idea that it was there.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm Alina and I'm putting myself in her shoes, I would feel conflicted about it just because, like, I don't know. He did try to get me killed in theory, but chose not to. So there would be some conflicting emotions about it, especially in the moment. And, like, I'm isolated and he's the only thing I have.
I
But-
do think, going off of your theory, that she was prepared to die on that mountain.
Yeah.
It makes a lot more sense.
That was kind of how I felt about it. It just kind of felt like she was trying to make choices for herself in a way that still kind of felt like she was making them for the kingdom, but we're still in her control.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. And sleeping with Yasin was not for the kingdom. That was just because she wanted to.
That was for the kingdom.
But no, I thought it was nice. I thought it was, I think I, like, just kind of sped through it, to be
Yeah.
honest. I was like, oh, interesting. I to be honest with you, because I'm so used to them going on longer because of the nature of descriptive scenes, I was just like, oh, is done.
It's over.
I was reading this along at the same time that I was reading a really spicy book, so I think it
Was
just...
it Priest?
Yeah. I think so. I can't remember if it was Priest or the other ones, because I was in the middle of reading both. But I was just like, oh, which was fine. Again, I don't mind, like, fade to black books.
no.
I don't think... I'm not one of those people that thinks that books have to have spice to be interesting. I think that's actually kind of an over-exaggeration, and often it can be the only point of the book. And then it gets to a point where I'm like, I feel weird reading this.
Yes.
If it's, like, clearly the only point is spice and there's no plot at all, I will probably DNF the book. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, this is getting into territory that I don't want to be in.
Yeah.
I need an actual plot.
Like actual plot.
Yeah.
You want characters that you like and you're rooting for. And,
yes.
And there's like there are stakes.
Yeah, if they just happen to be consenting adults doing things, that's fine.
It's great, yeah.
But,
Not
like,
my cup of tea.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, it can be too much for me. So, I don't know. I understand it. I understand where she was coming from with it.
Yeah. And we all know that Yasin's been in love with her since he saw her.
Oh, yeah, no, he was
So
ready.
He was so ready.
There was no... no concerns on his part.
No,
by
he's
any
like,
means.
okay,
He's like,
let's go.
Yeah, sure. I think the, like, morning after was a little awkward for both of them, which I thought was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all gotta talk. Because isn't that when she snuck away to go, like, burn the place?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'm actually just gonna go.
Correct.
I feel like, again, if I'm Yasin, slept with this woman, wake up, she's gone. He's like, oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yasin is very much like, oh, man.
He's like, wasn't that bad? Like, I know he didn't say that, but I'd be like, wasn't that bad?
No, I think he woke up and saw her gone and had a moment of fear for her safety, and then had a moment of, she went to burn the mountain down.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna die.
Damn it.
I mean, at least he died happy.
He did. He did die happy.
If he died or not.
If he died, he died happy. Yeah.
I think he felt like he finally, because I again, I've also read books in that context where they're like, the character finally died doing something that they felt was right, and that to them felt satisfying.
Like the 13.
Yeah, that did break my soul.
That broke me.
Yeah, no, I sob every time.
God. I haven't, I mean, there's a reason I don't think I will ever be able to actually reread.
Throne of Glass?
Yeah.
I've done it once. I would like to do it again. It's probably one of my favorite book series.
It's so good.
It is really good.
I would read the first one again. I don't know if I could do the whole series again.
I think I reread it when you were reading it.
You did.
So, because I was like, I definitely had read it once, and then I was like, honestly, I'll do a reread. It is very interesting doing a reread of it, because it is a little bit different, because you have more context.
Yeah.
But I really liked it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Might have to.
And it's similar to a reread of ACOTAR. It's a similar feeling. It's the same author. But, yeah.
I don't know. Reread of ACOTAR doesn't destroy me.
It's fair.
I've reread ACOTAR several times, actually. So.
I also, I don't know. I think because I do better if I can anticipate something and I know what's coming. I'm not as overwhelmed by it, usually.
Rereading this book was a little difficult for me.
That's fair.
Because now you know everything that happens. And I was just, like, dreading it the entire time.
That's
I was
fair.
just dreading this ending the entire time we were reading it.
See, I thought the ending was exciting. I don't think I would have dreaded it.
No, it was great. I just remember, like, having so many feelings the first time I read it.
Oh, that's fair.
And being like, I don't want to feel those again. I'm not ready for it.
That's fair. There is a lot. It's kind of like basically it's like, sleeps with Yasin, dies, goes into this tunnel. We can talk about the creepy thing.
Oh, yeah.
Creepy thing in tunnel. That actually, that freaked, honestly, I was more focused, probably what I was saying. I had a lot of feelings about that, because I was really focused on that through most of the book. And then, surprise, Yasin.
Yeah.
Or, surprise, sorry, Samson.
Yeah, surprise.
At the end.
He's alive.
He was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the creepy thing in the tunnel.
Okay, so there's a thing.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is.
We don't know what it is.
It's like I am the only context that I have for it, because it's literally in a mountain, is the Balrog from Lord of the Rings. So that's what I'm picturing is like this like creepy, growly. It's a little bit more fiery. I think this is more of like a shadowy figure. Kind of like if Gollum was a shadowy figure. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. But it's just this like presence.
Yeah.
And she does mention it's the same
one as before.
And, okay, this is probably the part that I had feelings. But again, because of who I am as a person. She doesn't ask Yasin about it. He's just like, yeah, no, I felt that thing. And I'm like, and she's like, oh, yeah, it's that thing I saw with Yasin, didn't ask. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You saw a creepy, weird thing in a world that you're not typically in. Yasin's very comfortable in the mountains.
Yeah.
And you weren't like, hey,
what's that?
What's the mountain demon we saw?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, Alina.
I really hope that comes back in book 2.
I think, so I guess my theory about it is I think that's actually what all of their power is from.
Ah, interesting.
Because it talks about, like, she felt that tug in her gut with it, and so does Samson. Mm-hmm. They feel that, like, Agni tug. I think that's actually, like, I think that's the entity. I don't know if it's maybe different versions of it manifested from, I don't fully know, but I think, or at least maybe where Samson's is coming from, or something along the lines. I think there's something with it. Yeah. And that's, like, the source of, kind of similar to, because isn't that what, if we're going way back, Yasin saw right before he passed out the first time?
A shadowy thing?
Like a shadowy thing that he passed out when he was in the...
In the temple?
Not in the temple.
Oh, in the kingdom? Hey,
when he was...
Genie.
Hi, baby.
Genie. Hello. Hi. Can you get... Oh, can you get off? Off. Thank you. we're gonna leave Colleen alone. Yes, the shadow.
Oh, yeah. When he's first in the palace.
Yeah.
And he goes into his room and he, like, sees
a shadow
something
moving.
and he has that, like, roaring, fiery feeling and then he passes out. And then we don't see it again, as far as I know, until he's back under the mountain.
Yes. So it's interesting that you say this, because the first time I read it, I thought it was a panther.
It's fine. I get why.
The second time...
Because it's growly and dark.
Yeah. This time, when we're talking about it, I initially assumed that it was a being of the mountain, like the Balrog. Mm-hmm. But now that you say that, he saw it in the palace, it's following them.
Yeah.
It's following the three of them.
Yeah. Which I'm thinking it's like a... Not malevolent, but kind of.
Yeah.
I think that's what's fueling this...
The eternal flame.
Well, the obsession.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in them. I think that's why Leo made stupid choices. Mm-hmm. I think it's really why Yasin started making as dumb of choices as he does.
I think so.
I think it's why Alina is making crazy choices. It's why Samson eventually
Samson
starts making really intense...
Yeah.
It's choices of immediacy.
I think it's madness.
It is. Well, it's you have to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do it right now. Right now. There's no break in it. You're not allowed to stop and think because it's a cult tactic.
Well,
you have to do everything right now because if you stop and think about it, you realize how dumb this actually is.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to incessantly feed this. I think it's like a being that it's like a god of death or something that feeds off of death and fire and burning and incarnate.
I think that's a really great theory.
Thank you.
It's a great theory, and actually makes me... It actually just... If I'm wrong, I'm going to be so sad. But it actually gives me another reason to think that Yasin is still alive. Mm-hmm. Because I do think that the phoenix is out there. Mm-hmm. Yasin sees the phoenix feather in the fire. Mm-hmm. And then he sees a shadow and passes out. Yeah. I think that maybe Yasin and the phoenix have a connection. Like an actual connection. Yeah. Maybe he went to visit the phoenix.
Well, I can't talk about that in the next book. Never mind. But yeah, I agree. There was something that was I'm going to look for it, in the final chapter that made me really think it was something to do. Because I kept rereading it from Yasin's perspective. And it mentioned something about, like, a thing in the mountain. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, interesting. But I can't remember. I was listening to it. It's also a black serpent.
Ooh,
that he uses.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which like the phoenix feather is like golden. Mm-hmm. So
I'm trying to think of where it was. There was something like right at the end that I was like, wait. Anyhow. No, I don't remember what it was now. But there was something near the end of it that made me like connect the mountain and that darkness.
Yeah, that is so
it's not been brought back up.
No, not so far.
And I'm like, I feel like people need to communicate.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, so this...
Yeah, like, hey, have you noticed this weird shadow monster thing? Like, oh, me too.
That's in your mountain?
Yeah.
That you spend a lot of time near? Like, I don't know.
That is the other thing that makes me think that it's not a mountain creature. It's following these people around because there are people in the mines. Yeah. All the time. Although I guess, like, you could argue that maybe this madness has taken hold of them with the mining, but I don't get the impression that the miners are evil.
I think it's more of like it just dwells in darkness.
Yeah.
So where there is kind of like a Peter Pan thing where there's shadow, there is this thing. So I think it's just a creature of darkness. Mm-hmm. And I think a mountain is just pitch black, so it's easier for it to have a larger presence there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
So you gotta stay in the light.
Yeah.
Not the dark.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm very curious about it.
Me too, to be honest.
So, just taking us in, like, a completely different direction real quick. I was talking to my mom. Oh, nice. She's back from India. Yay. And she is now reading The Phoenix King. Mm-hmm. And I was asking her where she was at. And she's at the part of The Phoenix King where Verma takes Alina to her room and shows her the goddess. And you want to know what my mom said? She was so excited. She goes, do you know what that goddess is? And I was like, it's Kali. And she was like, yeah, Durga is the other. Kali and Durga are the same. Yeah. Durga is... less rageful, more about balance.
Got you.
But they're reincarnations of each other. They're the same. And so I was like, yeah, I talk about it in the podcast. She was like, oh my God. She was so excited.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. She is. And she was also like, I can tell that it's Indian.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. She was like, everything they do, like, she was like, you know, like, there's nothing about India or anything, but, like, I was like, yeah, no, it's like an Indian fantasy.
Yeah.
Which she doesn't read fiction very often.
Okay.
So fantasy is, like, not a thing that she does.
Not in her realm.
Yeah. So I think she's enjoying, like...
Yeah, that inspiration. Then.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Also, when I told her that we were taking a break, we're getting this reaction a lot from people.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, good.
Yeah, they're like, please do.
What do you mean?
They're like, I mean, we don't want to tell you, but like, yeah.
Yeah, like, you guys need a break.
And you're like, oh.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. I forget that's an option.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's because, like, I don't get a break from my job.
Yeah.
It just keeps
it's
going.
just continuous.
Yeah, I mean, I can take, like, vacations.
Yeah.
But,
Which
like,
we've taken vacations, but we
Yeah.
haven't had a break.
And I'm like, oh, wait, this isn't actually a job.
It's not. We spend money on this, in fact.
It's not required.
Yeah. It's not required.
I mean,
It does.
It's going almost 2 years in July.
Yeah, 2 years in July.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to take a break.
It's been about, like, a year and a half. Yeah.
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 Crazy.
I know.
Look at how far we've come. This
Ew.
is, what, season 6? We've done 6 books.
Yeah.
And we've done more than 6 books. We've done all of our special episodes, too.
Yeah, we've done, like, 6 books in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo!
Woo!
Look at us.
Yeah. I'm excited for what's to come,
Mm-hmm.
though. Do you have any closing thoughts about The Phoenix King?
I liked it. It was a bit of a journey for me, not in a bad way, just kind of like, I do struggle with characters making reckless decisions, and that was a lot of this book.
It was a lot of this
So
book.
I struggled a lot with that aspect of it, regardless of what character it was. Just in general, making reckless choices, I'm like,
Yeah.
I need y'all to calm down. Including Leo, the whole time. Honestly, he was the main villain
He was.
of this whole stupid book. I'm so happy when he died.
He is the main villain. He
But-
is.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It was just one of those things where I was just like, why? Mm-hmm. Which I understand. I got why they did what they did. It just was frustrating.
It's frustrating, especially when you know that their actions are going to have really bad consequences.
Yeah, and also that they're not unintelligent people.
No, so they should know this too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that. It's fine.
I loved this book the first time I read it, but I feel like I got so much... Oh, she's about to break that door down. I feel like I got so much more out of it this time reading it. Not just because I was reading it for the podcast, but because I already knew
What was happening.
what was happening. But it was really nice to read an Indian author.
Yeah.
I will say. It was really fun.
I can imagine. I enjoyed it.
I loved the Bollywood aspects of it.
It's very cute.
Honestly, like, this spice scene was very Bollywood, too.
Is it?
Yeah,
That
like,
makes
there's not... I mean, nowadays, they'll show
A little more.
a little bit more. Like, people kiss each other in Bollywood movies now.
Yeah.
And they allude to spice.
But yeah.
But, yeah, it felt very Bollywood.
It's very fun.
It was great, yeah.
I don't know what scene it is, but she did cite a different Bollywood scene in the next movie.
Yes.
So.
I'll have to, I feel like I know, but, like, there's so many Bollywood movies out there. I'll have to look at it.
She, like, says it explicitly in one of
she
her
does?
reels. I don't remember what it was.
I'm so
but
excited.
She talks about, like, yeah, this happens. I think it's the Holly scene, whatever, the one that they...
Holy,
there we go.
Hmm.
That she's had artwork for.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
whatever
When
that-
he's putting the pile on her.
Yes, I think it's
Yeah.
whatever movie that is in. It's that scene.
It could,
So,
honestly, there's a few,
Yeah.
so I would have to see exactly which one she's talking about.
that is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, she mentioned it at one point. So
Yeah, it's fun.
No, it was very good. I did enjoy it. I, again, got frustrated with certain characters, but that's every book I've read ever. So,
Yeah.
that's the point. There would be no book if people made the right
It's
choice all the
true.
time.
Yeah, you need the conflict.
You do.
I'm still a Yasin girly,
That's fair. That's fine.
even after reading even more so after reading 6 chapters of The Burning Queen, in fact. I miss Yasin's calm presence.
He was a more grounding presence for, I think, a lot of people. I think him and Verma were both
Yeah.
there to just kind of...
Yeah. It does seem like slight spoilers for book 2, it does seem like literally no one is grounded.
No, I think everyone's... I think... Which is why I brought up the colonialism thing.
Yeah.
Because I think truly everyone in this book is, like, directly affected by
Yeah.
long-term
Yeah.
occupation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's the point.
That's really fair. There's a lot of rage.
And I think that's why Alina doesn't have it, because hers is very fresh and really hasn't lived through long-term occupation, and the rest of the characters in this book have lived through, like, basically their entire lives being occupied and having to bow to the occupier, which is very different.
It is.
Than you burned a mountain one time and took over my people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a different ranges are
no, it
develop
is.
from there.
It is very different. Yeah. No, I'm excited to see what happens. We'll have to do like a regroup episode at some point where after we've done the Burning Queen.
Yeah, it might take me a bit, I'll be honest.
Oh, it's not going to be anytime soon.
I just meant in general to like also read it. I think it's going to take me some time.
Oh yeah, no, same.
I'm going to chunk it up.
Same. Yeah. No, it's not going to be anytime soon. I'm probably going to take my time with this book.
Yeah.
But yeah. I guess that's all we got for you.
Woo.
It's going to be a short episode, too.
It's okay.
It's all good.
It's fine. There was, I don't know, like, again, a lot happened, but it was, like, two main things.
Yeah.
Like, Yasin died. And...
We can say died. It's fine.
In the context of this book.
Yes, Yasin's gone.
And then Samson.
And then Samson is not gone.
Yeah,
he's alive. Switched places.
Alive.
Yeah.
Dead alive. In fact. So,
yeah. Well, signing off for the last time for a few months.
Woo! Peace.
Bye.